Hey everyone, David Drain with DSE, the Digital Signage Experience. And today I'm speaking with Jonathan Brawn, who's a principal with Brawn Consulting, an AV and digital signage consulting firm. How are you doing today, Jonathan?
Well, I'm doing fantastic, David. Thank you for making some time to chat with me today.
Jonathan's leading a certification course on November 16th at this year's Digital Signage Experience in Las Vegas. And so I wanted to ask him some questions to understand a little bit more about it and to share that information with you. So first question, Jonathan, can you give me kind of a high-level overview of this digital signage certified expert course that you're offering at DSE?
Well, one, it is an honor and a privilege to get to work with the DSE team. Again, I'm really looking forward to the show. And for anyone interested in the course, it's going to be a fundamentals introduction to digital signage. So we model on what we call the 7 key elements of digital signage, which are the essentials for everything from business to content to hardware, software, networking operations. And so we go through the whole process of understanding what really someone needs to know to get into digital signage. And even for those who are already expert in the field, sometimes it can be helpful to kind of reframe your thinking and look at it from a new perspective. Because as much as some of the hardware partners I work with like to think about it, this really is a discussion around business and content before we even get to all the hardware. And sometimes we can use a reminder of that. So I think it's going to be a good general overview of kind of everything that goes into digital signage.
So is it fair to say that this course is aimed at people who are new to digital signage as well as people who have been working in the industry for a while?
Yes, absolutely. That's the way that Alan and I kind of structured it. When we introduced the program, and it's been, oh goodness, over 15 years now, I think we've been offering it in one form or another, that we really wanted to approach it from the standpoint of helping those who want to get into digital signage, because it is one of the most exciting aspects of the commercial audiovisual and traditional signage industries, because it kind of overlaps for both. And there's a lot of reasons, especially now, why someone would want to get into that. There's a lot to learn to do so, even if you're already maybe an expert AV company or an expert graphic designer. So we approached it from the standpoint of, yes, we want to be able to provide fundamentals for someone new, but also, again, to maybe help reshape thinking for people who have maybe been doing it for some time, want a fresh approach or want to grow their business.
So I understand there's actually a test involved before one can become officially certified. Can you tell me about the tests and how would that work in this, for our instance in November?
Absolutely. So it's not a gotcha. You do actually have to complete an exam. We want this to be a legitimate certification, not just somebody going, okay, you're certified now. I mean, I'm probably certifiable, so fair enough. But what we do is we have about a 70-question exam, and we conduct it online through our web learning management platform. So it's going to be the same kind of process for those who take it online or those who take it live. Although I think the real benefit in live is we'll also have a lot of interaction. And frankly, I think a live class is always better than an online one. So part of the reason I'm really looking forward to getting to do this with you all. But someone will be able to go to the website after having taken the course live. They will be able to fully review all of the course materials. So this is not oh, well, you've got to remember what you did a few days ago. You'll be able to review the course materials. You'll have full access to the fully recorded version of the course, plus any hard copy or notes that you want. We have a full PDF of the course. You'll take the exam. We do require an 80% or better to pass. You can take the exam multiple times. It's going to be true, false, multiple choice, fill in the blank. And if you pass, then you'll be awarded your digital certificate and you will be awarded the DSCE designation, which I always smile whenever I see somebody who's added that new to their LinkedIn profile, which is always fun. So we definitely are very proud of this.
So I know this course and certification is under the umbrella of the Digital Signage Experts Group that you and Alan have created. And you have other certifications that people can also attain?
Yes, absolutely. We wanted to create a suite of certifications where the DSCE was meant as more of a starting point. And then we have specialized digital signage display expert, digital signage network expert. I think those two are fairly self-explanatory. Call it a hunch. We also have a digital content and media expert, which has been very popular for us, which literally is understanding how to design content from a digital signage perspective. We also introduced just a couple of years ago our digital signage sales professional course. And so that gives us a lot of different options for somebody who says, okay, I've taken the fundamentals. Now I want to specialize.
We're going to have a fundamental certification program offered at DSC this year. And then if people are interested in getting further additional specialty certifications, they can do that online through your website, correct?
Absolutely.
Great. And how many people have been certified? You say you've been doing it 15 years. How many people have gotten a certification at this point?
Oh, we've had a huge number. It's been very well adopted by a lot of our industry partners. And that means a lot of the manufacturers, distributors, resellers in the digital signage space. We've got over 18,000 people who have taken one or more of our certifications. Sorry, I don't have a specific number on just the DSC off the top of my head. Numbers are scary. That's why I went into engineering. But we've got that in over 64 countries. And it always makes me happy, especially when we start seeing people from emerging markets come in and take courses on digital signage because they want to get ahead and learn from like what we've done here in North America or what's been done in Europe, where it's a little more forward in the industry. That gives them a massive advantage. That's also another great reason to attend shows for your potential international guests like DSC, because it's an opportunity to learn both from our mistakes, but also from our successes, and then apply that when you know where the trends are going just a few years down the road for your locale.
Wow. Well, over 18,000, 64 countries. That's pretty phenomenal. That's a lot of success. So congratulations.
Thank you.
So I saw on your website, you've got an advisory board, and you kind of alluded to these partners and affiliates. So I imagine all this industry support was really important to you in developing the credibility of a program like this.
It absolutely was. And be careful what you bring up, because I may try to recruit you to our advisory board next. Spoiler for those out there in the audience. But absolutely, we wanted this to not be Jonathan's and Alan's opinion. When he and I wrote the original version of the course, we went to a lot of our industry expert friends and we asked for input. And after we launched the initial digital signage certified expert, and we realized, this is the digital signage experts group. This should not be any one person's thinking. So we approached a lot of our partners, whether it's manufacturer partners, distribution partners, resellers, consultants, architects, et cetera. And we just went and we kind of surveyed a lot of different people. And then we asked for volunteers from organizations like the Digital Signage Federation, from different media outlets we've worked with and things like that, to assemble a board of people to review our coursework periodically, to help make sure we stay on track, to make sure we're aware of trends and happenings in the industry so that we can keep this topical. Because this kind of document, a certification like this, needs to be a living one. And as we refine business understandings, as technologies change, we want to continue to support that. And that's also why we've had really good support from a lot of these partners who've adopted the program as standard, where you'll have some of our manufacturer partners, some of whom will be exhibiting at the show, which I'm proud to say, where they'll make it a standard training where you must take a DSCE when you come on board if you haven't already taken it, or things like that. And so that's been really, really critical, because again, this is not just my opinion or Alan's opinion. As good as our opinions might be, we're a little biased. We might think that we're pretty good at this stuff, but we want to make sure that it's a legitimate view of what's going on in the industry. And so you can hear when DSEG is kind of promoting or stating a concept, you're hearing multiple voices, not just one person.
Great. Well, it sounds like a wonderful foundation, baseline for the industry to establish, a level playing field, at least of education and commonality among terms and things like that. Well, thank you for your time today, Jonathan. I certainly look forward to seeing you out in Las Vegas.
Oh, absolutely. I am really thrilled to get the show going back again. I'm really looking forward to seeing you and the team in person. Looking forward to seeing all the attendees. It's overdue. Well, I'll put it that way. So I'm thrilled.
Well, if you'd like to learn more about the Digital Signage Certified Experts course and to sign up, head on over to digitalsignageexperience.com. And if you want to learn more about the Digital Signage Experts groups and the other certifications that they offer, go to dseg.org. Thanks, and we'll look forward to seeing you in November in Las Vegas.